I was poked. Hello.
or awakening.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, what
Benji,
now?
did you delete the clip on Reddit? Drippy Day with a 5, absolutely drippy.
I don't delete clips. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm trying to click this clip over here. Benji reveals he talked to encourage, advised against signing to C9 after hearing the offer. Then when I click on the clip, it doesn't pop up.
Why do you need to see the clip? You were in the convo. You were there when this conversation happened.
I know, but I was trying to see the clip. I know he's there, but I'm trying to see the clip. I'm trying to see what you said. What did you say on stream?
I mean, I just said that, you know, as I told him, like, I didn't think the contract offer was good. Like, I didn't think the amount was, how do I say this, Cartoon Stream? I didn't think his salary ask would satisfy, say, minimum wage labor laws in California. And my advice was, you know, obviously if he wants to play, but like, I wouldn't sign it for me.
He's not going to go anywhere else, though. That's the thing. He's got nothing to lose because anybody with a brain knows that they're set up for failure anyway. So even if I only see upside. Either they go out there and perform, and it's like, oh shit, this kid's pretty good. Or if they don't perform, it's like, well, this was expected.
Yeah, there's really no pressure. There's honestly no pressure at all. They just go out there and just try and perform. I mean, like some people are saying that it's gonna, like if they just lose, it's just gonna ruin their chances of getting back in the league. I mean, look at Exceed. I mean, look what happened. Exceed was the Burger King. It was Big BK. And then he went back to Challengers. He cooked. You know, people picked him back up and bada bing, bada boom. I mean, look at Fire. I mean, Fire's another example.
Guys.
Fire's another great example.
I mean, let me ask this question. Zin,
oh, he's still BK.
Real quick, Ben. Let me give you my opinion.
Oh, he's still BK.
Okay. Here is the fact. Shitty terms, obviously. At the end of the day, they are one of 12 team options, and you are not going to get on Optic, FaZe, Thieves, Toronto. Like there are certain teams that are going to be a lot more difficult to join. Miami is Spanish only. Like at the end of the day, your only realistic options to try and get in the league comes down to maybe 4 or 5 teams. So when one of them has shit terms, it does suck. But at that point, you need to bet on yourself. You only sign to the end of the season, right? There is no world in which that team should be getting 1+1 deals and players that would have to play a year 2 under those terms. That's where it would be unacceptable.
You want to know what I told Encourage? Tom, you cool? Like, can I talk
I'm cool.
about this
Ben, I'm cool with you because I had Benji join the call, talk to Encourage, because I do want to make things clear too, Ben.
Yeah.
Because people were saying like, I'm putting them down the wrong path and this and that. And I'm like, bro, I want to. Like, I've been trying to be open with, like, the risks that they be taking if they do sign it, right? Like, I obviously want to see them be in the league and take these offers. Like, I think it'd be a good offer for them to take just to showcase themselves because I agree with Tony. Like, I don't know if they're going to be getting any really, like, looking at these teams, like Pairs, Optic, FaZe, G2, LA Thieves, Falcons, Miami, like, Carolina. Like, I just don't see many teams actually, like, I don't know if they're going to get these offers, right? Like, I don't know if they're actually going to get offers from these teams that they think they're going to get, right? So it's like, some people can actually take the opportunity by storm and actually make something from it, like actually make something from this opportunity. But there are risks with that, Benjay, and that's where you come in. Go ahead, Ben.
So, in particular, when I saw the contract, and Tom was in the call and I reviewed the contract and
I was
Encourage out. Like obviously, disclaimer: I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just Benjay Nassim, absolutely. One claim that has been made from C9 ownership on the internet in the last week or so is that their desire to, allow these players to really push and sell the MTX, and they'll see the revenue of that. But the contract that was sent to Encourage, the only thing about that that's in there is that the org, in good faith, will negotiate with the players how to split the net profits of those MTX sales. So I'm sitting here like there's no guarantee those players will see any amount of money from said MTX. Only that the org would actually negotiate with them to figure it out. So that's why
they're idiots if they sign that.
Well, that's what I said to Encourage. Tom, back me up. I mean,
yeah, no, he did say that. No, he did say that. He did say that.
I was like, there's no way you should you should.
But you're talking about the skin sales?
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, nobody's really making that much money from those skin sales, are they?
Yeah. I mean, there are teams that made 6 figures off of MTX last year.
But I will say.
Really?
Bro,
yes.
C9 Jack.
A lot of money.
C9? You think C9 would make that type of money from skin sales?
I have no idea, but I know that multiple teams, including the org that's in on them, they made good coin
that's a
last
lot
year.
of cash. That's a lot of money, Chad.
The thing with that, what you just said though, Jack did a public interview saying what he said, right?
Yes.
I find it hard to believe that they're trying to say that publicly and then pull strings behind the scenes and be weird. That sounds like a mistake to me, and that's where the player should go. Listen. This needs to be changed because this is what was said and this is what's expected.
I'm telling you, I saw the language that was in his contract. And I told Encourage word for word that like nothing in here says that you guys are going to get 100% split of the MTX. What's in a contract that says that the org will do in good faith, and obviously if you were to go to court, you could figure out what good faith means to negotiate how to split the net, so not even gross revenue, the net revenue of the microtransaction profit.
Well, yeah,
so
gross revenue doesn't even matter. Gross means nothing.
yeah, but you get front end on the gross, not back end though. Like you're getting a cut before the org's got to make whole. Like that's actually theoretically better. You're
Yeah,
getting
but
net, you could get zero because they could say, well, you know what I'm saying? We spent all this money to design the skins and didn't even cover that.
Yo, let's
so
go,
there's
Los.
zero net revenue.
Yeah, but does the gross in this situation not just mean like? Maybe I'm confused.
Here's the problem: is the language is vague, and I will say that like
I think Ben's right on this.
the language is vague. And I
sounds
don't.
right.
And
I'm
I want to
confused
also can I say something real quick? I don't think the Jackson come out here and try and screw the guys. I'm just saying that the way the contract was written is like it's not a guarantee that C9 won't turn around to them and just like 180 the position. I don't doubt that if we got Jack in here, Jack would say like I don't care a fuck about the language. Like I'm still gonna make sure
Is
that
Jack
these guys.
around? Does he want to? Is he around? Is Jack
I'm sure,
around?
I'm sure he's working. So
Is he
probably not.
working?
Wait, y'all
Wow.
talking about the contracts right now?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. People are
Yeah.
calling me dumb, but Ben, here's why I'm confused, right? Because when you
Yeah.
say gross, right, there
Yeah.
is a split with the league, is there not? Or do orgs get 100% of that revenue?
I don't know how it is now. I know that with the new team participation agreement, this was reported by Sheep Esports over the summer, that it's kind of like eat what you kill. Before the MTX, I think was split more even between all the teams. But now I think if you're like individually, your org makes a lot of money, like you're keeping a majority of that. It's not going to like Paris and fucking like Vancouver and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm more so because
I think
let me give you an
the league
example,
does
right?
get some kind of a cut.
The
Though.
reason
I don't know
why
what it is.
and people are calling me dumb for this, but I'm just going to use hypothetical numbers just for fun, right? Let's say G2 gross sales $50,000 of skins, right?
Yeah.
If the league has a cut, for example, let's say for this exercise 50%, then the gross, you know what I'm saying? Then the league takes
but that's
25.
see now you get the issue
25,000.
is the language is so vague. Is it the gross revenue straight off the platform? Is it the net revenue straight off the platform, or is it the
Well,
net
hold on.
of the cut that
Before
goes
we
back
start
to the
talking about the
org when they get paid
contract,
out?
right? Because, like, I don't know how much we could be talking about the contract, but what did Jack say in the clip? What did he say publicly in the clip?
He got interviewed and he
It's
said
a
they
breaking
plan
point
on-
thing.
He said they're going to give 100% of prize money and MTX sales to the players.
Okay, well, if he said
basically said, "I
that,
don't
bro,
want
if
to
he
No,
said that, I
lose
doubt
my
that he
money."
would go against something that he said.
I'm gonna read to you word for word what he said.
Okay, read to me word for word,
in the
so
breaking
we're not
point
missing
interview-
something here.
In the breaking point interview, it said, it says the question was, if your budget is unable to compete with top teams, how do you plan on differentiating your franchise? Is what I was asking. Breaking point. Jack said, our thinking is focused on putting players in a better position while they are with us regarding MTX sales and prize earnings. Players and coaches will earn 100%. I don't want to lose money for my investors, but I also want my players to earn. The key behind this will be to incentivize players to drive the most skin sales. My position is that's a nice statement, but like you all want to get as much in legally binding in his writing as possible because people can always change their thinking.
Yes, that needs to be in writing.
So,
Because
like,
what
that's what I
happens
told
when?
Encourage.
Because like the reality is, let's say maybe C9 somehow sells a lot more than they anticipated, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, now we want to take some of this and still give some of the players." It's very important that you have things in writing. That is.
Yeah, listen,
No
man.
player
Listen,
should be-
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
have to
give you-
listen. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
have to
Tom.
defend like C9 and Jack on this. At the end of the day, if the players read it and sign it, it's off. It is what it is. Like you know what you're signing, right? Like the players know what they're signing. So if they
Within
like,
no, they don't. But no,
technically,
but hold on.
technically no. But I
Tom,
don't want
if they
to.
don't know what
Tom.
they're signing, that's a problem. That's on them. Then they're being dumb if they don't know what they're signing.
No,
I don't really have lawyers in the chat, but you can
No,
sometimes.
I agree with that.
What do you mean?
I agree
Get a
with
lawyer
that,
then.
but
Get a
bro,
fucking
if you're-
lawyer. What do you mean? Like
I agree
have
with
somebody
you, Tom,
review
but
it
if
then.
you're Tom, I agree with you. But if you're an 18, 19-year-old challengers player and you're fucking giddy over the moon, oh my god, I got this opportunity. I want to make sure I sign this before they send it to anybody else. Like, I agree with you, but we're also not 18, 19-year-old challenger players. We're 28-year-olds who have been here for fucking a decade. The way we think is
My
a little
bad. Hey,
different
listen,
than the way they think.
the fact that people are arguing with me on the read something before you sign it is crazy. Read it before you sign it.
Correct, Tom, but there is a thing
Brother,
in contract
I
law
knew
called
when I was
duress,
18, 19 years
so-
old to read the contract before signing it. Even when I was 18 and 19, I knew that I should probably read this before I sign it. Maybe like I don't know, like if people aren't telling them this. Ben, you just said that you talked to encourage. I was there. You had him
I
read
told
it.
him to have a lawyer look at the contract.
Right, you were there. You told him
Yeah,
to
I
read
told-
it before he.
I
So
was
if
like,
he
this
signs it,
contract
like
is
if
got a
he.
Well,
lot
then
of
at that
pages.
point, it's on the player then.
Right, exactly. Like Ben was in the call with him, telling him to read it. But I know for a fact,
guys.
Encourage and Oakes didn't sign anything, and Ben was telling them, "Yo, make sure you read this. Like, make sure you do this." Like,
sign
Ben. You were looking over the contract with them. I know you're not a lawyer.
No,
but
I
you-
only saw Encourage's contract for.
Okay,
contracts that's
you were
not-
looking over the contract.
It's the same contract. It's the same contract.
Yeah,
Same
but-
contract.
Right,
but
so
I
like,
will-
bro,
I
if they
will say,
sign it,
boys-
They
that's
know
on
what
them.
they signed. They know
read
what
it.
they signed.
I will
Let's not
say,
make it seem
boys,
like these kids
I
are
will
dumb.
say,
Like they
boys,
know
you
what
can
they
Thank you,
hire
signed.
Los.
lawyers,
Thank you.
guys,
Like,
guys.
what are we
You
doing
can
here,
hire
bro? Like,
lawyers.
if you don't read something and just sign it and without reading it, you're kind of dumb, bro. I'm sorry, but like.